At guard, number 1, Ernie Bernard. At guard, number 2, Noah Sarnoff. At forward, number 4, Alex Reyes. And at forward, number 25, Chris Gainey. Ladies and gentlemen, just as a reminder that this is an NJSIAA contest as part of the Cape Atlantic League.
And a very pleasant evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll welcome you to Irv Gosman Court in the newly named Edward T. Harvard Gymnasium for tonight's matchup, marquee matchup of the evening between the visiting Cape May Tech Hawks and your Vineland High School Fighting Clan. A matchup between two teams who are looking for a win on either side. Both teams with only one win in their last 5 games. Cape May Tech coming in with a record of 1-10. The Fighting Clan looking to break even after tonight's matchup with a record of 6-7. 5 on the floor for the Fighting Clan is Jack Baruffi, Ernie Bernhardt, Noah Sarnoff, Alex Reyes, and Chris Gainey. 5 for the Hawks, Chance Ginyard, Tyler Dilly, Ronnie Nienhold, Simmerman, as that ball's tipped off and brought in by Bernhardt, Lynch, and Nienhold as the first shot goes up, no good, and rebounded by Cape May Tech. Cape May Tech, a team that has struggled to score this year in their last matchup, losing to Oakcrest 69-21, and didn't score double digits in a single quarter. Pass is going to be swung over, looking to get ball movement going, but guarded closely by Jack Baruffi, who picks it away, has an opportunity to make a play on the other end of the floor, but reeled back in by what looks to be Benjamin Lynch with the ball now picked away, stolen away by Reyes, picked away again by the Hawks, and a turnover fest to start this game. Wide open look underneath, up and good. And just like that, the Hawks are in this matchup up 2-0. Starting off with the ball, swings it up to Baruffi, who's going to drive, has a man waiting for him, kicks to the corner where Reyes is waiting. Ball will go out of bounds as he knocks down the 3. Will not count, and the Fighting Clan will turn the ball over on the first possession. Inbounding now is going to be Benjamin Lynch. He's going to toss it in and get the offense rolling. Back to Lynch. Number 1 with the ball was Dilly. And now looking to get a set going as that swung back over to Ginyard. He's going to go to his right, guarded closely by Chris Gainey. Safe to say the star of this Fighting Clan group as Ernie Bernhardt's playing down low. And has a possibility at jump ball and will get it. Great play by Bernhardt to force a jump ball, but it will stay in possession of the Hawks. Still no scoring for the Fighting Clan as Hawks look to score for a second time. Pass underneath. Ginyard puts it up, and that was an ugly shot. Hits the back of the rim. And Vineland with an opportunity to score now on this end of the floor. It's going to be swung over to Baruffi looking for an opening. He's going to go to his left, drive, look for a foul, doesn't get it, and he's down, and getting up slowly is Baruffi. As the Hawks maintained possession, Baruffi went down and went down hard. As Russo may be looking for a possible substitution. Nonetheless, Baruffi staying in the game, no timeout called. It was Lynch with the ball, puts up the 3, definitely not going down. Put up again on the offensive rebound, and the Hawks are up 4-0 on the Fighting Clan, who have yet to score yet. A team who's plagued by offensive rebound as Bernhardt puts up the 3, and it's good! Knocking down the 3 and cutting the lead down 4-3. First points of the night for the Fighting Clan is going to be courtesy of Bernhardt. Vineland looking to get a stop here on this end of the floor. Hawks really haven't gotten much ball movement going. So we swung over to Ginyard, who's going to drive, tip it back down underneath, tipped away. And is going to stay in possession of the Hawks. Looked as if it might have gone off a Hawk, but nonetheless, it'll be Baruffi checking out, and checking in will be number 45, Olufemi Sode, looking for his first action of the night, getting more minutes recently. That's going to be swung over, and the Hawks looking to go at it again on the offensive end of the floor. Sode, definitely a player you want on the floor consistently, to play good defense, get rebounds, and get opportunities on the other end of the floor. Hawks looking for an opening. Almost a travel there, but the ball's going to be in the hands of Dilly, who's going to swing it down low. And it will be Vineland ball. Great defensive possession there. As Sode is all smiles going in the opposite direction. Great defense there by Bernhardt. Sarnoff with the ball, bringing it up the court. Looks like there's a zone here being played by the Hawks. Sarnoff is going to drive, kick it out to Sode. Has a wide open look. No good, just missing it. And the Hawks will rebound. Sode looking to get a shot up on his first opportunity of the evening, as the Hawks are just trying to get the ball past half court, and they will not, turning the ball over. Reyes, the closest man there. And Vineland will have possession once again, still down by 1. Not much scoring happening in this matchup, but it's good to see Vineland's defense showing strongly against a team who's not really that good at scoring, as Reyes is going to drive, kick it to the corner where Bernhardt's waiting, puts up the 3, no good. Rebounded by Sode, swings out to Sarnoff, pump fake, drives, passes it down to Sode, who's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. First foul of the evening will be on the Hawks. Olufemi Sode going to the line. 4:42 left here in this first quarter, and Vineland still down by 1. First shot up and rims out for Sode. Not too happy about missing that one. Still an opportunity to tie here and go 50% from the line. Baruffi on the bench looking to be nursing that ankle as the second free throw goes down, and this game is tied. Olufemi Sode goes 50% from the line. As Reyes picks the ball out of the pocket of a Hawk, gets back to Sarnoff somehow, down low to Bernhardt, and it is good. Great defense there, turning defense to offense from the Fighting Clan. Great passing. No opportunity to Bernhardt. Chris Gainey almost picks it away. Sarnoff picks it away, and Gainey's going to reel it back in. Fighting Clan get the ball back on another great defensive possession. Bernhardt in the corner is going to drive, pass it down low. Great look, and Sarnoff finishes. A great look by Bernhardt, and that will cause for a timeout for Cape May Tech. Fighting Clan playing suffocating defense so far, and the Hawks really haven't gotten anything going, turning the ball over on back-to-back possessions, resulting in points for the Fighting Clan, who have a 5-point swing and a 4-point lead. Once again, my name is Marcelino Headline. We thank you for joining us here on the Vineland Public Schools broadcast here for tonight's matchup. If you want all things Fighting Clan, anything from football, baseball, and to basketball, you would love to look right here on the Vineland Public Broadcasting on YouTube. So 4:14 to go here in this first quarter. After Vineland gave up 4 points, they begin to shut down the Hawks offensively, and now looking to keep that going as Bernhardt and Sarnoff cut off half court. Sarnoff playing close, trying to pick the ball away, and nowhere to go here for Ginyard. He's going to drive to his left, try and stutter, and look for another pass. The ball finding the hands of Benjamin Lynch very often so far in this first quarter. That's going to be passed to the corner. An ugly-looking shot, no good. Vineland going the other way, looking to have a fast-paced opportunity. Sarnoff going to drive to his left. He's going to put it off the glass, and he puts it in. Dropped a man on his way to the rim and finishes. And the Fighting Clan swinging momentum and keeping it. Noah Sarnoff made a defender fall and finished. Now the Hawks are just looking for an answer. Reyes guarding Lynch closely. Looks to get a steal there off the hand of Sode down low. And the Fighting Clan not giving anything up as we're going to see our first substitutions of the game for the Hawks. Number 11, Colin Gray checking in, as well as number 4, Trevor Frey. Little confusion here on who's going to inbound, but the Fighting Clan still looking for an opportunity as Lynch gets the ball, swings it back up to Ginyard. He's going to swing to the corner. Open look there. And it is good for the newly checked in number 11, Colin Gray. Finally puts some points on the board for the Hawks after going on a skid. 10-7 the score here. Fighting Clan still leading. Ernie Bernhardt with the ball looking back to Sarnoff. Sarnoff's going to put up the 3. No good. Almost rebounded and is by Gainey. Another opportunity here with a fake pass by Bernhardt. No one went to guard Sarnoff, who's going to drive. Pass it down low to Sode off the glass, and good. Great ball movement by the Fighting Clan. Puts up another 2 on the offensive end of the floor. Back on defense, go the Clan. Hawks looking to get another possibility to score here. That's been a struggle so far. With the ball here, tipped away, and that is going to be Vineland ball. Sarnoff picked the ball away from Colin Gray as we're going to see another substitution. It'll be number 15 checking in for the Hawks. It's going to be Alec Dooley as Reyes passed the ball to Sarnoff and gets the offense going this end of the floor. Bernhardt with the ball in the corner where he shot his first three and made it. Shoots another one here, knocks it down. Ernie Bernhardt on fire to start this game, and the Fighting Clan up by double the Hawks, 14-7. Hawks with the ball going the other way, have an opportunity here. Ginyard's going to drive, look for an opening. Stolen away by Bernhardt. Great defense there and an open look for Chris Gainey, who's going to go up and is fouled. Trying to stop the bleeding there was Benjamin Lynch. Chris Gainey coming downhill full speed. I would not advise that moving forward. We know Chris Gainey's ability to get up. And Lynch is trying to stop him any way he can, but that'll send Chris Gainey to the line for two. First one missed, and Olufemi Sode will be checking out for Sincere Chandler, getting his first minutes of this matchup. Looking to counteract the substitution of Alex Dooley, most likely the biggest player on the floor for the Fighting Clan. As Mr. Joe comes in clutch with a chair on this end of the floor. Shout out to our maintenance team. As the second free throw will be missed, and the Hawks will be going the other way. Lynch with the ball, driving, kicks it over, looking for an opening. Nothing there. As Fry had the ball originally, Alex Reyes almost picked it away. Lynch puts up a floater and knocks it down. And a tough bucket there from Lynch, but nonetheless gets one going. 14-9 the score with 1:44 to go. Sarnoff with the ball, running a two-man game with Gainey. Steps up into a three. No good. Rebounded by Gainey, tipped away and brought in. Puts up the mid-range jumper, and it is good. Offensive rebounds turning into points for the Fighting Clan, which is necessary as Reyes almost tips it away. And the ball gets back to Benjamin Lynch from Colin Gray. Lynch looks to be the main scorer here for this team, and they want to get the ball in his hands as much as possible. As that jumper's put up no good, rebounded by Sarnoff and ripped away. We pass over to Chris Gainey, who's in the corner, puts up the three, no good. Rebounded over the shoulder by Sincere Chandler, but he's going to be fouled. No, they did call the over-the-back foul on Sincere Chandler. He got up there for the rebound, but just came over the top. We're going to see a substitution here. It's going to be number 1, Tyler Dilley checking back in, sending Ginyard to the bench. Reyes checking out as well for Barufi, who looks to be doing better on that ankle. Pass back in from Lynch. And he will have the ball being guarded by Barufi. Barufi guarding him close as he tries to get some kind of look. A three put up, and it is good. Another three goes down for Colin Gary. And now going the other way is Sarnoff. 16-12 is the score with 40 and counting to go. He swung over to the corner to Bernhardt. Bernhardt back to Barufi. Swings down low to Chandler, who couldn't corral it. Sarnoff open for three, and it's good. Fighting Clan passing the ball and passing the ball well. Turning it to opportunity at the three-point line. That's almost thrown away by Bernhardt. Tipped away back into the corner, but reeled back in and corralled by Lynch. Hawks looking to go here. Now the spin move over to the lane. Still looking for an opening. Wide open jumper is good, and that will most likely be a possibility at the end. 5 seconds on the clock, though. Sarnoff driving. Steps up, look for an opening to Barufi with 1 second. It's good! Jack Barufi at the buzzer knocks down the three, and the Fighting Clan go into the second quarter with style. 21-14 is the score. The Fighting Clan looks sharp defensively as well as offensively. It's the best the Fighting Clan have looked so far this year. And he'd hoped it'd be that way against a team that is a less than formidable foe for the Fighting Clan. Scoring started early with Ernie Bernhardt knocking down that three in the corner. And the Hawks got a couple of buckets down low. One offensive rebound, knocked down a three. A couple threes. knocked down by Colin Gary. But nonetheless, the Fighting Clan holding on to a 7-point lead as they've looked pretty solid so far. A little bit of a slow start, but turning around quickly with defensive efforts, creating offensive opportunities. As we look to see the 5 coming out on the floor for the Fighting Clan, there's 6 in the huddle now. But I believe it'll be Sarnoff possibly going to the bench here. That will not be the case. It'll be Reyes. It'll be Barufi in the game with Bernhardt, Gainey, Sarnoff, and Chandler. Ready to go here to start this second quarter. 8 minutes here. Only 3 fouls total in this game as the teams have been playing as clean as possible. And Barufi's going to inbound to Sarnoff. He's going to be guarded closely by Gary. Sarnoff goes to his right where Bernhardt's waiting. Back to the corner where Barufi is. Swings it back to Bernhardt. Chandler down low looking for the ball. As Bernhardt clears it out, drives, tries to get it over to Chandler. He's going to put it up and put it in. Bernhardt knew where he was going with that one to try and draw a double team and get it to Chandler. But it got to him in a very unconventional way as that pass is going to be bounced down low into the paint, looking for an opportunity, driving, swung back up to Gary, who's hot from the three-point line and knocks down another one. 3 for 3 is Gary from the three-point line, and it's only a 6-point lead for Vineland. Sarnoff with the ball, passing to his right where Barufi is waiting. Bernhardt to the left of Sarnoff. Sarnoff drives, gets a pump fake, jab step, fakes to his right, swings down low to Chandler and puts it in. An amazing 2-man game passing down low from the guard so far as a touchdown pass is attempted. 2 men to jump, and it'll be good for the Hawks. That was Trevor Fry putting up the mid-range jumper, kissing it off the glass, and the Fighting Clan with the ball once again. Barufi with it, swings it to Chandler, who's going to drive, put it off the glass, and put it in. The big so far putting in work as another possible touchdown pass is attempted by the Hawks. It's going to be driven, put up, off the glass, no good, rebounded, put up again, but it's going to be a foul on Chris Gainey, sending Paul Simmerman to the line. 2 shots going to be attempted here for Simmerman. This foul's going to go on Chandler, who tried to make something out of nothing down low. Nonetheless, 27-19 the score. First one does not go for Simmerman, as we're going to see no substitution from the Hawks there. It looked like they were going to check Ginyard back in. But now we're going to see someone checking in. New face here, Dakota Falks, checking in for the Fighting Clan, number 12. Simmerman putting up his second shot. And it's going to be good. 50% from the line goes Simmerman. There's going to be another substitution. It'll be Ginyard checking in. Fighting Clan back on offense. Falks throws it down low to Barufi. Barufi guarded very closely. Somehow kicks it over to Sarnoff. He was trapped in that corner, and Sarnoff is going to get the offense going. Pass it to Bernhardt. Great pass in stride, but it's going to be turned over and going back in the direction of the Hawks. Swung over to the corner there. Mid-range jumper put up, and then that's going to be good. I almost said no good because it didn't look too great, but Gary knocks it down, and the Fighting Clan are going to call a timeout on the Colin Gary mid-range jumper. Colin Gary hasn't missed a shot yet in this game. 4 for 4. Coach Russo is not too happy with the defensive effort on that end, on those last couple of possessions. Nonetheless, Fighting Clan clinging to a 5-point lead. 6:16 to go here in the second quarter, and only 1 foul in this quarter by Chandler that puts Simmerman on the line. 5 on the floor is going to be, looks to be Falks, Chandler, Bernhardt, Sarnoff, and Barufi. Fighting Clan sticking with the smaller lineup against a smaller team, but 2 big men down low with 3 guards. Barufi with the ball, looking over, finds Bernhardt, who's trapped instantly as the pass tries to get away. Barufi with the ball. Fighting Clan struggling to get out of there under the court, but swung over to Sarnoff. A great pass. Down low to Chandler, but it's going to be no good. He tried to get it to him, but just out of the reach of the lengthy Chandler. Checking the ball in here is going to be Lynch once again. Swing it to the middle of the court, guarded closely by Sarnoff, and now the Hawks looking to get the offense rolling, stolen away almost. Rolls between two legs. Hawks pull it back in. Gary puts up the three. No good, look good, but Baruffi's going to drive. He has a 2-on-3, but he's going to be fouled in transition. Foul there is going to be on number 23, Benjamin Lynch. We're going to see Dooley checking back in for the Hawks, looking to counteract Chandler down low. So it'll be Baruffi inbounding, pass it over to Sarnoff with Bernhardt to his left. Swings it over to Bernhardt, back to Baruffi. As it looks like they're trying to get the big men involved here, but the Hawks, with the check-in of Dooley, trying to fight that off as that's going to be turned over and stolen away by Dooley. Hawks with the ball once again, down by 5 to the Fighting Clan. 5:30 to go here in this second quarter. Gary with the ball, who's been the hot hand. It's going to be swung down low. Chandler guarded closely, great play, while Fry held all to it. Ginyard with the ball. It's going to be over to Dilly. He's going to swing it back down low to Ginyard and put it in. Fighting Clan not really able to stop the Hawks here so far in this second quarter, as they're only up by 3 with 5 minutes to go. Bernhardt swings it back to Sarnoff. Doesn't look like the Fighting Clan are getting Dakota Folks any involvement here on the offensive end of the floor, keeping the ball here high near the arc. Russo calling out a call here, putting Baruffi on the opposite three-point line as Sarnoff looks for him, gets it to him. Baruffi's going to drive, kick it back. Fighting Clan looking to reset here. Gets a screen by Chandler. Sarnoff's going to drive, swing it down low to Chandler, who loses it. Folks was there, but he's going to pass it to Bernhardt. Bernhardt's going to drive, and he's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Gary of the Hawks, as the Fighting Clan are looking for any chance they can get to score here on the offensive end, going ice cold here in this second quarter. Reyes checking back in, looking to change as he puts up a corner three, no good. Rebounded by Folks, he's going to turn, drive, put it up, no good, and rebounded by Dooley. Dooley trying to find a way to get that ball out, but Dilly was there to reel it in. It's going to be swung over to Gary, who has the ball, pump fake, drives, gets it past Baruffi, puts up a mid-range jumper, and that's going to be denied by Baruffi. Great defense as he gets the ball in transition. He's going to drive, look for the pass, somehow ends up in the hands of Bernhardt, back to Reyes, who's going to hezzy drive, put up the mid-range jumper, and a beautiful play there by Reyes to end the scoring drought. Fighting Clan looking to get back on defense here as Ginyard has the ball. He's going to drive. Dilly on the opposite side of the floor. He's going to swing it over to where Bernhardt is. Bernhardt guarding closely down to Dooley, guarded closely by Reyes, into the corner where Gray is waiting, puts up the three, and it is good. Once again, Colin Gary knocks down the three. And it is only a 2-point game here in this second quarter with 3:25 and counting. Bernhardt with the ball tipped away by Gary. Tipped away again, but Bernhardt gets it. He's going to drive, kick it over to Sarnoff, who has an open look, who's going to go back to his left. Great move down low to Folks, who's going to be fouled by Dooley. Tried to get the ball down to the bigs like they did so successfully in that first quarter. Not doing as well here in the second. We're going to see Lynch checking back in as well as Nienhold. Reyes going to be inbounding. And he's going to be guarded by Lynch. Slaps the ball, looks to his left, swings it to Folks, who's going to give it back to Reyes. Reyes going to drive, try and get around the screen, kick it to the corner where Baruffi's waiting. Back to Bernhardt, who's going to fake it, back to Baruffi. And the Fighting Clan have to reset. Sarnoff with the ball, getting the call from Russo, who's going to put up the three. Knocked down by Reyes. Another three goes down, and the Fighting Clan knocking down threes to hold a lead as Lynch goes for a touchdown pass, somehow hauled in by Ginyard. Ginyard's going to drive, guarded closer by Sarnoff, has Lynch to his right, puts up the mid-range jumper, denied by Folks. And down to the ground goes Ginyard. And it's going to be a jump ball, and that will mean change of possession this time around. Great defense there by the Fighting Clan as Ginyard tried to do too much. 2:35 to go. Fighting Clan with a 32-27 lead. Sarnoff with the ball, looks to Bernhardt, guarded by Nienhold. Baruffi in the corner with Lynch on him. As the ball is swung around the top of the key once again. Sarnoff looking for any opening he can get. Thank goodness there's not a shot clock in high school as he's going to drive, swing it to the corner, open look three, and that's going to go off the top of the backboard, pulled in by Bernhardt. Sarnoff gets a tough rebound, swings it over to Baruffi, and it's off, way off once again as Reyes gets the ball back. A great move going to his right, puts up the three, good! Reyes knocks down yet another three, a tough bucket. And the Fighting Clan regain a favorable lead, 35-27 with 1:40 to go. Lynch with the ball, swings over to Fry, guarded closely by Folks. He's going to go to his right, swing down on a Nienhold. He's going to get a pass really tight there. I'm not sure how he got that pass in, but nonetheless, Dooley corralled it in, and there's going to be a foul and 2 shots for the Hawks. Dooley at the line for the first time today, as fouling hasn't been too much of a factor in this game. 5 fouls total in this quarter. First free throw is no good. So we're going to see a 2-man substitution here with the hot hand checking back in Colin Gray. Checking in is going to be Tyler Dilley after this free throw if it is made. And it is not made. Pulled in by Ginyard, gets the offensive rebound. Reyes almost had it, swung over to Gray, who's going to put up another three. Almost goes down, but doesn't. Reyes pulls it in, and Sarnoff gets the ball off the ricochet. So the Fighting Clan back on offense. Baruffi with the ball, looking to get Folks down low. He wasn't trying to go to the corner. But Sarnoff looking Reyes' way, but Baruffi gets it, looking down low, and swings it back to Reyes, who swings it to Bernhardt. And tipped away there by Gray. It's going to be over to Reyes. He's going to pump fake, look fake again. And almost puts down a three. Second guessed it too many times. And here comes Lynch the other way with the Hawks, guarded by Baruffi. It's going to be Fry in the corner. Swings it back up to Lynch and back to where Ginyard is waiting in the corner. Down low, tipped away, stolen. Great pass there to Bernhardt, who has an open look, puts it up and in. Great play there by Baruffi to tip it down the other end to Bernhardt to give him an easy bucket. 10-point lead is the case here for the Fighting Clan with 30 seconds going. Ginyard with the ball, swings over to Lynch, guarded by Bernhardt. Trying to get a screen from Fry. Lynch goes to his left, puts up an ugly-looking three. Doesn't go down. Dooley almost rebounds. Ginyard pulls in. I don't know what that was, but it wasn't good. Reyes has the ball going the other way. Swings to Bernhardt. Down low. Almost gets it to Folks. 10.5 to go here in the second quarter. Vineland will hold the ball for the last shot, up by 10. It was a great idea there by Bernhardt to try and get the ball to Folks, but doesn't get it to him. But they do maintain possession. A brutal possession there by the Hawks, who couldn't get a good look as Bernhardt gets a wide open look under the hoop and puts it in. Great pass there from the inbounder, Folks. It's going to be checked back in. Hawks with the ball with only 1 second to go. They're not going to get a shot off, and that is going to be the end of the first half. Hawks did not see the time and did not get a shot off. 12-point lead for the Fighting Clan, down 2 quarters. Fighting Clan looking sharp on the offensive end of the floor, kind of stalling in the beginning of each quarter, but nonetheless pulling together and turning defense into offense. Fighting Clan with the lead, 39-27. We'll be back after this halftime break. Welcome back to Irv Gosman Court here at Edward T. Harvard Stadium, or Gymnasium. I'm sorry, we're looking for a stadium now. We'll see if that's in the budget for next season. But the Fighting Clan lead 39-27 against Cape May Tech as the first pass of the game is almost turned over by the Hawks. Lynch looked to get a pass in, and under 3 seconds, Bernhardt almost got a turnover. 5 on the floor for the Fighting Clan: Chris Gainey, Alex Reyes, Noah Sarnoff, Jack Baruffi, and Ernie Bernhardt. Lynch with the ball once again for Cape May Tech. Going all the way down with Gainey on his hip. Reyes down low fighting Dooley. It's going to be tipped away, and Gainey back with the ball, going the other way, going fast pace, has a 3-on-1, puts up the floater, and it is good. Look for a foul opportunity, did the Hawks, but to no avail, and the Fighting Clan get the scoring going early. There's one thing they need to do is eliminate slow starts, as that spin move is no good. Another shot put up on the offensive rebound, and the Hawks get their first points of this second half. Looks to be Lynch, Ginyard, Gary, Fry, and Dooley on the floor for the Hawks as Reyes is in the corner, pump fakes, gets double teamed. That's going to be driven. Baruffi looked for a great pass down low, pulled in, put back up, but no good by Gainey. Fighting for the ball down low as Lynch gets the ball and resettles for the Hawks. Going the other way, Gary with the ball, who was the hot hand in the first half. 3 for 4, pardon me, from three-point land. Hawks looking for an opportunity here. Fry with the ball going to his left with Ginyard there and Dooley down low. Swings over to Ginyard, guarded by Bernhardt. So he swung down low to Lynch. It's going to be stolen away right into the hands of Reyes. And here goes the offense of the Fighting Clan. 4-on-3, kicked over to Bernhardt, puts up the 3, and it's good. Ernie Bernhardt knocks down another 3 for the Fighting Clan as the lead continues to grow, 44-29, 6:15 to go. Fighting Clan looking to give some opportunities for some of the younger guys if they get a comfortable lead here. That's going to be passed down low, not going to get to Dooley, but here goes Sarnoff. Bernhardt to his right, tries to get it to him, and he's going to be fouled by Fry. First foul of the second half. Looks to be a substitution here for the Fighting Clan. As Reyes inbounds. And Sarnoff with the ball. Bernhardt to his right with Gainey in the corner. Swung over to Bernhardt, trying to get the ball to Reyes. And swung over. Gainey with the ball, pass it back, wide open 3. It's going to be off to the right, no good. What a play by Bernhardt. We'll just say it was a pass, and Bernhardt turns it into scoring for Chris Gainey. Going the other way is Gary, guarded closely by Sarnoff. It's going to be tipped away. Looked like it could have been off of the Hawks, but it will stay in possession of Cape May Tech. Team bunching right in front of the inbound, as they're looking for any opening they can get. Somehow Lynch gets the ball back, guarded closely by Sarnoff, kicks it over to Gary, the hot hand. No good, airballed, and it's going to be Fighting Clan ball. Sarnoff swings it the other way, open look in the corner, back to Chris Gainey, puts up the 3. It's good! Fighting Clan with 49 here in this third quarter with 5 minutes and counting. Pass going to go to Gainard, passing it back to Lynch, guarded closely by Gainey as Sarnoff picks him up, going in the right direction. Lynch with the ball, pass it down low, Ginyard pulls it in, guarded by Bernhardt, puts up the 3, and not a good look, and it does not go down. It'll be Reyes going the other way with Bernhardt. Bernhardt has the ball, pass over to Sarnoff. Sarnoff's going to pump fake, drive, put up the mid-range jumper, and knocks it down. Shooter's touch there. Puts down the jumper as the Fighting Clan break the 50-point mark here with 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Ginyard with the ball, guarded by Bernhardt, meeting him at half court. Just stopping and going as many times as he can to try and get by him. Bernhardt keeping him closely there, guarded closely now by Gainey, who tries to get the tip. Ball is tipped over to Gary with Dooley looking for the pass, and that is going to stay with the Hawks. Vineland playing good defense. Hawks not doing too much on offense. 51-29 the score here for the Fighting Clan with 4:15 to go. Lynch looking to inbound. Can't really find anybody. Gets it to Dooley, who's looking for Ginyard, but doesn't pass to him. Gets it over to Lynch, who's going to drive. Kick it back to Dooley. That's going to be blocked away by Reyes. Gainey with the ball, passing the other way to Bernhardt. Gary tries to play it, and he does not. No foul called, but a strong finish by Bernhardt. Gary gets the ball on the inbound, guarded by Sarnoff as Bernhardt finally gets the other end of the floor. Ginyard puts up a mid-range jumper, somehow gets it to hit the rim. Going back to Bernhardt. Gainey's the one who catches it. Kicked it to Bernhardt, puts up the three. No good. Rebounded down low. Pump fake, kicked over. And Reyes is going to finally be fouled. Reyes had 3 Hawks players wrapped around him. It's going to be a substitution here. Dooley checking out. Losing height is the Hawks, as Dilly's going to check in for the Hawks. Pass down low to Gainey, puts it up, fouled and one. Chris Gainey puts it in, fouled by the newly checked in Dilly. And now looking for a possible 3-point play here in this third quarter. 3:36 to go. Gainey at the line. And that will complete the 3-point play for Chris Gainey, who's been scoring in bunches today. Gary with the ball, guarded closely by who else but Noah Sarnoff, trying to beat him to the stripe. He's going to drive, put it up, an ugly shot pulled in by Sarnoff. Bernhardt going the other way, passes to Gainey, who's going to put it up and put it in. Great passing by the Fighting Clan, and that'll be a timeout for the Cape May Tech Hawks. 58-29 the score with 3:20 to go. And the Fighting Clan taking a commanding lead here in this third quarter. Once again, we thank you for joining us here on the Vineland Public Schools broadcast, all things sports and all things Fighting Clan. My name is Marcelino Heather, bring you tonight's coverage of Fighting Clan basketball. If you'd like to see any of our previous home games, you can go to YouTube and look up the Vineland Public Schools broadcast, where you can hear my voice or my partner Kyle K.B. Bennett, as well as our amazing production team and our amazing producer Doug Diola, who makes all the things happen that you guys love to see. Once again, we thank you for tuning in. And let's jump back into the action. 3:20 to go, 58-29 the score, and 3 fouls already for the Cape May Tech Hawks. Vineland haven't committed one here in this second half. 5 on the floor, looks to be the same for the Fighting Clan. Looking to see what the Hawks come out with. Looks to be Lynch, Fry, Ginyard, Dilly, and Gray. A smaller lineup where you'd like to see Alex Reyes take advantage of, as Gainey guards the inbounder Lynch closely. Looks to get over to Gary, guarded by Bernhardt. Gary swings it back to Lynch, and now he's going to try and beat Chris Gainey to half court. Guarded closely, going to his left, driving, kicking it over to Dilly, back to Gray, almost stolen away. Bernhardt almost got a jump on it. Gray's going to drive, kick it back up. Lynch is going to drive, kick it out once again. Gray with the open three, no good, and that's going to be rebounded by Gainey going the other way. Has an open man down low, passes it, gets it down there, and he's going to be fouled. Another foul here on the Hawks, their 4th of the third quarter. Can't seem to slow down the fast-paced Fighting Clan offense so far in this second half. Great adjustments being shown here by the Fighting Clan offense, as well as their defense. First free throw goes down, as we're going to see a substitution here. Beninhold checking in, as well as the newly checked in for the first time tonight, number 24, Lucas Woolcock. Looking to go 100% from the stripe here are the Fighting Clan, and do so. And it'll be a 60-point break here for the Fighting Clan with 2:54 to go in this third quarter. Lynch is going to pass into Ginyard, guarded closely. Not too much room here for Ginyard. That's going to be a foul, and the first foul of this second half by the Fighting Clan. It'll be Lynch inbounding once again for the Hawks with Chris Gainey in his face. Looks to his right, swings it over where Ginyard's waiting. Ginyard's going to look to drive, spin move, snatch. Swings it back over, tipped away, but they're going to call a foul on Gainey from the drive on Lynch. And after not fouling once this entire quarter, Fighting Clan have fouled on back-to-back possessions. This one will send Lynch to the line to shoot 2 and break the 30-point mark. First one goes down, and just like that, lead is cut down to 30 for the Fighting Clan. Second shot no good, rebounded by Sode. The ball will stay with the Hawks here. Looked like it was tipped out by Sode, looking to fight the rebound as he's going to be guarding Nienhold down low. Swung down on the Woolcock, who has the ball, guarded closely by Reyes, and that is going to be a travel. He forgot to dribble, and Vineland will get the possession back. Reyes with the ball, inbounds to Sarnoff. And now the Fighting Clan looking to pad on to this 30-point lead here in this third quarter. Ball's going to go over to Chris Gainey, back to Sarnoff. Sarnoff fakes left, goes to his right. He's going to drive, swing it to the wing where Gainey's waiting. And the three just rimming out. Rebounded by Sode, gets his own rebound, and it's no good. Rebounded by Sarnoff. 2 offensive rebounds by Sode. It's going to be swung down low to Reyes, has the open look and puts it in. Fighting Clan convert on 2 offensive rebounds. Pad the lead up to 32. Lynch looking to inbound. Ginyard with the ball, guarded by Sarnoff. Trying to push off is Ginyard, but Sarnoff staying close. They're going to call a foul on Sarnoff. Third foul in under 2 minutes for the Fighting Clan in the third. Pass going to be inbounded to Ginyard, guarded once again by Sarnoff. Playing as close as he can without fouling here, but he is shutting down Ginyard anywhere he goes, and they're going to call another foul on Sarnoff. Dilly hasn't been able to get open. Any opportunity he's gotten being guarded by Sarnoff. And the fouls are just giving the Hawks possessions and inbounds on the opposite end of the floor. Nonetheless, Lynch with the ball, swings over to Woolcock, guarded closely by Reyes. He doesn't really know where to go here. Guarded closely on that corner, tried to pass it away, but Ginyard reels it in and passes to Dilly. Dilly's going to go to his right. Stolen away by Olufemi Sode, passing back to Gainey. Fighting Clan have an opportunity on offense. A great read there. That's going to be swung over to the corner. Wide open. Reyes knocks it down and is good. It's going to be Hawks with the ball here. Ginyard looking to drive. Sarnoff playing closely once again. Ginyard not really sure where to go. Sarnoff's all over him. Almost a backcourt violation. Had it stolen away. Dilly couldn't corral it. Sarnoff with the look on the other end of the floor and just couldn't reel it in. He was going full speed the other way and just couldn't corral it. As the Hawks will get the ball back, clock still running because it is a favorable lead of 35. 36 seconds and counting to go here in this third quarter as Lynch looks to inbound. Going to pass into the newly checked in Gray, who almost stepped out of bounds. He's going to drive, snatch it back, look for a pass down low. Reyes playing closely, put up, blocked away. Somehow possession stays with the Hawks as Reyes blocked it right into the lap of Ginyard. 6 seconds to go and counting. Inbounded here, almost stolen away. Not sure if they're looking at the clock, but nonetheless, that will be the end of the third quarter. 65-30 is the score going into the fourth. Fighting Clan almost exclusively shutting down the Cape May Hawks here in that third quarter, not letting anything up, as they keep this 35-point lead going into the fourth. Hawks really struggling this season to get scoring going. That's a testament to their record so far this season. Couple of bright spots with a couple good shots and good players making shots, but just not enough to get around to the onslaught and the group effort of the Fighting Clan, a team that is talented at each position, has something to offer, and Cape Métis that struggles to counteract that. Fourth quarter looking to go underway here. 8 minutes left to go in tonight's matchup. 35-point lead for the Fighting Clan. Once again, my name is Mark Samuela. We thank you for joining us here on the Vineland Public Schools broadcast of Vineland High School basketball here. Fighting Clan with the 35-point lead. Looks to be the similar five on the floor for the Fighting Clan. A couple substitutions for the Hawks. Looks to be Henry O'Brien checking in. Sode down low being guarded by Lynch, and Fry guarding Gainey. Gainey's going to go to his left, back to his right, guarded by Fry. Reyes with the ball. Sarnoff to his left. Gainey gets the ball on his right. He's going to drive, kick it out. Reyes, pump fake drive. Somehow puts that up, and he's going to be fouled on the shot. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul on Reyes. Not sure what Reyes did to warrant a call there, but Hawks will get the possession. They're going to give the ball to the Hawks after nobody touched the ball. It'll be Hawks with possession, somehow maintaining it off of bad passing. And Dilly with the ball. Guarded closely, and that's going to be a great move, trying to cut. Pass down low, tipped away and stolen away by Sarnoff. And the Fighting Clan get the possession they rightly deserve. Sarnoff going to drive, swinging down low to Sode, reeling it in over two men. That's going to be tipped away and stolen by Lynch as Sode tries to steal it away. No foul called. Gainey's going to drive, and he's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on the floor, so no free throws here for Gainey. Reyes will be the inbounder here for the Fighting Clan. .35-point lead here for the Fighting Clan. Sarnoff with the ball, Gainey to his left. As they're slowly dribbling the clock down on their 35-point lead. Pass down low to Reyes with Sode there. Sode not cutting past to Sode. He's going to shoot the mid-range jumper, and he knocks it down. Who needs to cut when you can hit a mid-range jumper? Sode does that. Keep the lead rolling as Lynch is going to drive, put up an ugly shot, tipped away by Gainey, somehow pulled in by Dilly. And a pass off the leg of Sarnoff. Hawks struggling on offense. Reyes with the ball. Step back three. No good. Rebounded by Sarnoff. Has Sode on the wing. He's going to drive. Put up the shot. No good. And that will go down. Shooter's touch finish it, but it looks like we may have an injury from a Cape May-Tech Hawk. Looks to be Fry who was on the ground, but hops back up. And Ginyard checking in for him. Lynch going to be doing the inbounding. Gainey there with him. 5 on the floor remain the same for the Fighting Clan, except for Sode checking out for Bernhardt. Inbound's going to go to Gray, guarded by Sarnoff, who's playing tight and close all game. Foul's going to be on the Fighting Clan once again. As Lynch looks to inbound, looks to his left, where Ginyard is waiting. With Bernhardt guarding him, Gray with the ball, who had a hot first start to this game in the first half. Second half almost non-existent. He's going to put up that three. No good once again. As that pass is going to be a great outlet to Bernhardt, who puts it up and puts it in. And he's undercut by a Hawk. No foul called. Fighting Clan with a 71 to 30 point lead. They're undercutting guys going for layups, and no fouls called. I'm just not understanding where there wasn't a foul there after being undercut. It's going to be a timeout by the Fighting Clan, and rightfully so. (71-30) the score here in this fourth quarter with 4:35 to go. And I think it's safe to say that the fat lady is singing. Fighting Clan haven't let Cape May score at all here in this second half. And safe to say, it could be time to clear off the bench. So there's going to be a conversation here at half court with our assistant athletic director, former offensive line coach, Coach Schifalalio. As I'm sure nobody is happy about that foul. Bernhardt looking very lucky to get out of that unscathed, but nonetheless, still not a good play by Gary, pardon me. So it looks like the Cape May Tech bench will be cleared out here with a 41-point lead in favor of the Fighting Clan, but the Fighting Clan keeping their starters out there as if they're looking to prove a point here. Sarnoff with the ball. He's going to drive almost easily. Chris Gainey in the quarter puts up the three, and it is good. 74 points here for the Fighting Clan, just pouring it on as that pass is stolen away. Going the opposite way, 4-on-3. Pass to Gainey, and almost puts it in on the alley-oop. What a pass there to Gainey, just couldn't pull it in. And the Cape May Tech Hawks can't even hold on to the ball as they drive, kick it down low. Almost stolen away yet again, and then this time is stolen. 3-on-2. Gainey puts it up, no good, but finished by Bernhardt. Gainey looked to stuff that one home. Looked like he was fouled over his back. As that should have been a travel call. Nonetheless, a turnover going the other way. Bernhardt with the ball back to Reyes, who's going to put into the chest and put it up, and one. Reyes took the bump from Moya and looks to convert on a three-point play. Fighting Clan up 78-30. 3:32 here to go in this fourth quarter. Reyes converts on the three-point play as the Fighting Clan look to break the cusp of 80 points here with 3:30 to go. Hawks with the ball. Looks to be their secondaries in here, as that's going to be a drive. Put up a layup, and somehow that goes down. Put in by Logan Vera. So he swung over, wide open look, drive, puts up the, oh, he missed it off the backboard. No defense there, just blowing the layup. Stolen away by Reyes off of a Hawk. And it somehow stays in possession of the Hawks. Substitutions here for the Fighting Clan. This will be Dombowski checking in, as well as number 11, Chris Thomas. We saw getting starting minutes earlier on this season. Getting some minutes here in garbage time. Pass over to Reyes, or Veras, pardon me, guarded by Bernhardt. Stolen away by Dombowski, going the other way, has a look, fouled from behind, puts it up, and puts it in. Almost instantly fouled off of the turnover. As Alex Dombowski newly checked in, they're not gonna count the bucket there. But it will be a timeout on the floor with 2:09 to go. 79-32 the score for the Fighting Clan. And I think it's about time to just get this thing wrapped up. Fighting Clan have looked sharp all night tonight. Once again, a foe not too formidable in the eyes of this talented squad who you've seen has just put it together today, and you'd like to see them put it together more often. They've looked great tonight. They've been shooting the ball well. but it's about creating offensive opportunities, and that's something that the Fighting Clan has struggled with so far this year. Again, tonight it looks good on paper, but against a team that really couldn't stop what was being done, not too much of a pat on the back, but it's not easy winning basketball games any day of the week. So kudos to the Fighting Clan, who have the 79-32 lead. Reyes pulls up a three, no good. It's going to be pulled in, no foul called there. Hawks with the ball. Bernhardt almost tips it away, but that will go off of a Hawk, and that will go back in possession of the Fighting Clan. As another timeout is going to be called here. Fighting Clan has forced 3 timeouts here in the last minute and a half from the Hawks as they hold on to a 79-32 point lead. It is not pretty and has not been pretty at all today, but with a minute 54 to go, there's not much more to look forward to here. Once again, we thank you for joining us here at Irv Gosman Court in the newly named Edward T. Harvard Gymnasium. My name is Marcio and Heather, bringing you tonight's action of Vineland High School Fighting Clan basketball here on the Vineland Public Broadcast Network on YouTube. Fighting Clan still keeping their starters in the game as Reyes looked to pick off an easy bucket on the other end of the floor, but picked up quickly by O'Brien. Bernhardt with the ball, driving to his right. He's going to drive, put up a mid-range jumper, and it's going to be right off the front of the rim. And rebounded by Velez. Velez with the ball going to his right, passes it. Reyes guarding closely here. That's going to be a drive, put up opportunity. Pass down low, but just could not corral it. Another shot put up and put in. The JV unit getting buckets here in this varsity matchup as Reyes has the ball, step back, puts up the three, and he is fouled. Foul on the three-point shot there by O'Brien, and Reyes will go to the line for 3. Looking to break the 80-point hold here for the Fighting Clan. Chris Thomas, Dombrowski, Bernhardt, and Gainey still in the game as the Fighting Clan hit the 80-point mark, and Reyes knocks down the first of 3. Second one goes down as well. There'll be one more opportunity here for Reyes. He goes 3 for 3 from the line, 82-34 the score with a minute 15 in running here in this matchup between the Cape May Tech Hawks and your Vineland High School Fighting Clan. Pass down low, looking for an open look. A call-backed pass, stolen away. Gainey had the ball, and it'll be off of the Fighting Clan and stay with the Hawks. .53 seconds and counting here. The Fighting Clan looking to close this victory out and go even at 7-7 as they look forward to a hard matchup on Thursday against Wildwood Catholic, a top 5 team in the state. That shot is put up, no good, rebounded by Gainey. Vineland look to get a tune-up game here, but have a very different foe going to Thursday. That's put up, no good by Chris Thomas, rebounded by Bernhardt. They're calling for the ball on the right side. Ernie is going to drive, take the ISO opportunity, and it's going to be tipped away and stolen by the Hawks. 12 seconds to go here. O'Brien with the ball, passes stolen away by Dombrowski. And that's going to be a block. 3 seconds to go. Hawks with the ball, passing it, shoots the shot, and it is good. Hawks celebrating their 34th point as the Fighting Clan score 84 here. Fighting Clan had an amazing game today against a foe that is not too formidable. Nonetheless, a win is a win. Fighting Clan finished today 82-36 here at Irv Gosman Court. We look forward to having you join us on the Vineland Public Schools broadcast on Thursday for Vineland's home matchup against Wildwood Catholic, a team that is very formidable and a team that they better prepare for. Nonetheless, Fighting Clan finished this game 82-36, break even at 7-7, and look forward to Thursday. Once again, my name is Marcino Ojeda. We thank you for joining us here on the Vineland Public Schools broadcast. Once again, a huge shout out to my producer, Doug Diola, who makes all the things happen. Once again, we thank you for joining us, and as always, let's go Fighting Clan.